Welcome back, trainers! So in this video, we're going to be going over all of this year's Community Day Pokemon and how relevant are they, because come this December, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'm just going to be kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up. We do have 2 days in which we may see all of the Community Day Pokemon returning for that period in December. Now, yes, last year we did have 5 days for this specific time period in which they did bring back all of the Community Day Pokemon, but maybe they're just switching it up. Who knows? We might just get a single Pokemon for December and not all of them returning. But nonetheless, we're still going to be going over all of the year's Community Day Pokemon to see how relevant they are and where they stand. And then after this, we're going to be unboxing a whole bunch of pins that I did just receive from Goozeepins with my official pin in there. So I'm pretty excited for this, guys. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and check out this year's Community Day Pokemon and see how good they do stack up. Alright, so before we get into this year's comparison of the Community Day Pokemon, let's go ahead and go over the rest of the year's dates here. So for September, at 11 a.m. till 2 p.m., Turtwig Community Day is going to be going down. Exclusive move, possibly Frenzy Plant, and then 3 times Catch Stardust, which is going to be amazing. And then in October, we're going to have a mystery Pokemon, possibly Trapinch, Porygon, who knows. And then for November, we're going to see Chimchar. And then December would be another mystery Pokemon. So I'm not too sure exactly if they're going to throw in a double evolution here or what. But, you know, last year, like I went over, we did see a longer period for all of the Community Day Pokemon to be collected and evolved. So this kind of is a little bit of an awkward situation. So we'll just have to wait and see. But for October 12th, it is going to be going down at 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. your local time zone. November 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. your local time. And then December 14th and 15th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. your local time zone. So there you have the remainder year's Community Day times. Now let's go ahead and get into that comparison. Alrighty, so now let's go ahead and take a look at this awesome graphic that was done by Valdir. I will have a link in the description, and hopefully I did not just butcher his name. So we still have yet to receive a few Community Day Pokemon for this year. That is going to be Torterra as well as Infernape. Infernape is going to be, you know, a little bit better with Blast Burn, assuming that's what it's going to get, as well as Frenzy Plant on the Torterra. Torterra is going to perform a little bit better as a pure grass attacker as well as Infernape, but they're not going to be, you know, on the map. Their attack is just too low, as well as Torterra's Razor Leaf just takes forever to finally charge up Frenzy Plant. There's going to be better grass attackers to be had. Alright, so the Pokemon that we need to be looking out for, we can completely rule out Slacking because it's absolutely useless with Body Slam, right? So the things that we need to pay attention to are going to be Swampert, Glade and Gardevoir, Blaziken, Sceptile, Feraligatr, Salamence, and Mamoswine. Alright, so with that said, let's go ahead and take a look. And if you're a little confused as to how this is working out here, basically he has the best types that are going to be going up against Bug, and then next there's going to be Dark, so on and so on. So best Pokemon to go up against Bug type Pokemon, very situational, but just straightforward here, pure Bug Pokemon. You have Rampardos in the beginning, and then you have Moltres with Fire Spin and Sky Attack, and then Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. So there is our first Community Day Pokemon showing up pretty high up on the list here, going up against Bug type Pokemon. So there's that Blaziken. Now going up against Dark type Pokemon here, we do not see any Community Day Pokemon. We see Blaziken and Gardevoir, but they do not have any Community Day moves, so we can just move on from that. Now regarding the Dragon types, now a lot of Dragons are dual typing with Flying, therefore they're going to be so much weaker to Ice type Pokemon, and that's why they're not really showing up here on the list. If they are just going to be a Dragon typing that doesn't have another weakness that is going to be possibly weak to Ice, then say Latios, you know, Dragon and Psychic. Dragon types are going to be exactly what you want to use. Just wanted to clear that up if you're a little confused for newer trainers. So number 1 spot, Salamence, Dragon Tail, and then Outrage. Outrage is going to be that first Community Day Pokemon that we're going to be seeing here. Budget option to Rayquaza, Palkia. I guess kind of budget to Dragonite. I mean, we did have a Dragonite Community Day last year, but I don't think we're going to be able to evolve them from their pre-evolutions to receive that Community Day move in December, if that's even what we're going to be getting, okay? That's a big if. We don't know exactly in December if we're actually going to be able to do all these evolutions. So just giving you a heads up and doing a little recap here. So Salamence, fantastic budget option to Rayquaza, as you can see, performing fantastically, going up against dragon types. And then next we have going up against electric types here. We have Mamoswine on the list, which did have a community day, but does not have any community day moves, so we can just move on from that. And then going up against fairy type Pokemon, we do have Metagross with a Meteor Mash Community Day move, but here's the catch. That was last year, and we do not know if we're going to be able to evolve Pokemon from the prior year come December, if, yet again, another if we're able to actually mass evolve every Pokemon that we did receive from 2019. So I know a lot of you do want to evolve those 2018 Community Day Pokemon to receive those moves who were not around. Maybe Niantic might do something for you. All right, moving on to the next one here. Best Pokemon to go up against fighting types. So we have Mewtwo with Confusion and Psychic, and it is going to be receiving that signature move, Side Strike, very soon with its shiny variants. And I know there's a lot of debate online, whether or not, Side Strike is actually going to be good for it. As far as the raw numbers are concerned, it is going to be outperforming Psychic. So we'll just have to see. I know the cooldown for Side Strike is going to be extremely high, but you never know. Niantic just might make it a lot smaller for the cooldown, and then all of a sudden it is going to be this magnificent thing. And that's going to bring us back, sorry, not trying to go off topic, but that's going to bring us back to don't power up every single legendary you get your hands on with good IVs. They're going to receive a signature move in the future, and they're going to get outperformed, and you're not going to be able to TM them. For now, we'll see how all that works. No other Community Day Pokemon going up against fighting types for now, right? And then best Pokemon to go up against fire types. Here we go. We're going to have Rampardos and then Kyogre, followed up by the Community Day Swampert with Hydro Cannon. There you go. First one. And Swampert with Hydro Cannon is going to be absolutely fantastic in PvP, especially in the Great League. Ultra League as well, but specifically in the Great League, where most of the tournaments are going to be taking place for now until we get those online ranks. Here we go. This is going to be so exciting. Swampert will run through anything and everything if you do not have grass to shut it down, or at least something that's resisting water, right? So Swampert is definitely something you want to pay attention to. And then, of course, we have the Smackdown Tyranitar from last year. I know a lot of people would like that, but hey, we have Rampardos, so you could probably just go for those. And then we have for Alligator, falling a little bit far behind here, but that's all right. Still with Waterfall and Hydro Cannon. As you can see, the Swampert is going to be a little bit better. And it's not even purely using water moves, but, ground is also going to be super effective to fire. Moving on to the flying types here. Let's see what Community Day Pokemon we have. Oh, there we go. Mamoswine in that number 4 spot with Powder Snow and Avalanche. And just taking it back to the Dragons really quick. If it did have Dragon with a dual typing of Flying, Mamoswine is going to be your best Pokemon to go up against it, period. And Avalanche is not a Community Day move. I just kind of emphasizing Mamoswine because you're going to maybe be able to find more spawns in December if they have the mix-up from all the 2019 Pokemon. So just take note of that. Mamoswine is pretty darn good with Avalanche, but you don't really need a Community Day to evolve it to get that move. Best Pokemon to go up against Ghost-type Pokemon. We do not see any Community Day Pokemon here. We can move on. Best types to go up against Grass. We do have Moltres in that number 1 spot, which is going to be slightly outperforming the Blaziken. And when I say slightly, I mean ever so slightly, by a feather, by a hair, all right? And then you have Blaziken with that Community Day Blast Burn, pretty good there. Another budget option to Moltres, so keep in mind. And then, of course, we have the Charizard Community Day, but that's another story. Last year, falling far behind there. All right, moving on to the next list. Best Pokemon to go up against ground types. So we have Kyogre at the very front with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. And then we have Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche, non-Community Day. And then we have Swampert with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon. So yet again, Swampert is making an appearance, and you definitely want to get your hands on plenty of those for sure. And then we have Sceptile falling far behind, but still on the list with Bullet Seed and that Community Day Frenzy Plant, which was from this year. And then moving on to best Pokemon to go up against Ice, we have Metagross yet again taking that number 1 spot with that Meteor Mash. Made a whole bunch of those powered up a ton, spent a lot of Stardust, and pretty happy with my collection there. Hopefully you guys are able to evolve them sometime, somewhere, because what's going to happen? These are just, I'm a big fan of having Pokemon that have moves that are valuable and you cannot obtain anymore, hard to get. They're in circulation. People have them to trade, but you can't just simply obtain them. It gives them more value. I get it. But there's still a lot of people out here who are joining all the time that, need to partake in some of the goods, guys, right? And then we have Blaziken after Rampardos with that Blast Burn, yet again making an appearance. Very nice. Best Pokemon to go up against normal types here. We're not going to have any Community Day Pokemon on the list, so we can just move on. Alrighty, now best Pokemon to go up against poison types. Now we see Glade and Gardevoir making an appearance with that Community Day move, Synchronoise, but they are going to be at the rear. As you can see, Mewtwo is going to be in the front soon with its Community Day, or with its signature move coming into rage with its shiny form, Azelf. Alakazam, Espeon are going to be outperforming those Community Day Gardevoir and Glade with Synchronoise, but nonetheless, they're still on the list here. And if you want to see a DPS comparison, I mean, Mewtwo with Confusion and Psychic, not even its signature move yet, is sitting at 26.3 DPS. And then if we take a look at Glade and Gardevoir, both are going to have the same stats. They're sitting at 20.8, so not looking too hot for them and their Community Day moves, unfortunately. And then best Pokemon to go up against Psychic types, there is going to be no Community Day moves on this roster. Next up, we have best Pokemon to go up against Rock types here. So Metagross, yet again, taking the #1 spot with Meteor Mash. Last year's Community Day, let's go. And then you have Swampert in the back over there with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon. It's still on the list. So Swampert, pretty good. Pretty good. And then best types to go up against Steel Pokemon. Yeah, Blaziken taking the #1 spot. There we go. That's more like it. With Counter and Blast Burn. And it's going to be outperforming Moltres quite significantly. And then you have the others followed behind it. And then best Pokemon to go up against Water types. Let's see if we have a Community Day move Pokemon, and we do not. And that is it. That's going to bring us to the legendary Bidoof. Legendary. Funny story. Me and Scarlet, we got those tasks to trade a Pokemon. And we're like, all right, let's just trade Bidoof, whatever. And right as we were trading, and I was like, watch, it's going to go lucky. Guess what? It went lucky. The Bidoof went lucky. All right, trainers. So we are about to unbox a whole lot of pins from Goozeepins. Thank you so much for sending these to me, as well as several other YouTubers, which we're going to be going over here. So they did design a pin for me, and they did send me a ton here. You can order one yourself here on the website. I will put a link in the description, so you can go and check it out, as well as every other YouTuber we're about to see here. So Count Jinsula Badge, Dead Guy Plays, Hybrid Mongoose, J. Kim, Masterful 27, myself, Tauntaun Train, and then we have a few other special pins to take a look at. So, shall we get started? All right. So we have a bunch of backs. Those are for mine. A few stickers here. Cool. Let's go ahead and just open this up. This is going to be a minute, guys. So hang tight, sit back, relax, get yourself a snack, and let's see what we have. So the Akira bike and a few stickers, which I love those. Very nice. Fantastic. So we have the Omni Squad first up. I actually did receive this at GoFest from him personally. So you're up first, buddy. Omni Squad. There we go. One down. And my goodness, here we go. Well, I am, I'm surprised, but I already opened them up, so I kind of knew what I was already going to get into. I did take one out and put it on my bag, so we do have quite a few. So this is what they're going to actually look like here. Take a look at that. Beautiful. So it does glow in the dark. We will take a look at that towards the end here. So we have a bunch of those. Thank you, Goozeepins. Thank you so much. This is amazing. All right, so YouTuber pins. Let's go ahead and get into it. You guys see, here, let's pan it up a bit, bud. And my son's actually going to be recording. I do have a nice little Poke little design back there that was made for me. Pretty neat. Let's get this open and see what we got going on here. Really excited. Been waiting for these for a long time now. You can go ahead and face them down, buddy. Let's go ahead and check these out. All right, we have Tauntaun Train up first. Look at that clean pen. Looking good. I really enjoy his content. Family friendly, all that good stuff. And then we have Masterful 27. That is a very glittery and beautiful pen as well. All of them are. I like this one too. Fantastic. All right. Then we have J. Kim. Alrighty. Funny guy. Really funny guy. Then we have Hybrid Mongoose. Very nice. You like that one, Diego? Yeah? He's shaking his head yes. And then Dead Guy Plays. Been seeing this one for a while, and I'm pretty happy to have it myself. And he is really shaking his head. He likes ugly things. I guess he thinks this is, you know, skeleton, you know. I don't know. And then, here we go. Final one. Looking clean. These are some really clean badges. Thank you, Goozeepins. Alright, now, I was excited for those, but I'm very excited for what we're about to open up right here. Alright? Because we have Vengars. You like that one, huh? Yeah, buddy? Alright, so let's check. Oh my goodness. We have the Mewtwo in Thanos armor. Let's go. That is looking awesome right there. That's a big pin. All right. That's a pretty amazing pin. Okay. All right. This is the moment of truth, guys. I've been waiting to see if I can get the red Vengar. It's a 1 in some chance. I forgot the odds, but let's see if we get it all together. Oh, it's the black one! That's all good. Hey, it works. Because I actually did just give my son my other black one, so, hey, I need another one. So that works out perfect. And then we have the Akira bike, which is looking pretty fresh right here. Man, this is a ton of awesomeness right now. And then we have the white sparkly Vengar. That looks pretty clean as well. Gotta love that. Alright, then we have the bluish purple looking one. I'm really digging this as well. All of them, as you can tell. Alright, and then we have the Squirtle Squad van. Let's go. That one looks awesome as well. And that is going to do it. So I will go ahead and take this from you, buddy. Let's go ahead and pan over all of the pins here. And how about we throw one of mine in there, yeah? Let's grab one of my pins. There we go. And take a look at all of these fresh YouTuber pins. Look at this. Such beautiful looking designs. Alrighty. That Mewtwo, Thanos Mewtwo is so big. Alright. There you go, trader. So if you want any of these pins that you did see here, like I said, link will be in the description, so you can go ahead and check them out yourself. And before we go, let's go ahead and take this PokeAK pin into the bathroom, the darkest place we can get to right now, to see the glow in the dark. Alright guys, there you go. A quick glow in the dark shot of the PokeAK pin. Alrighty trainers, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you liked any of those pins that you did see, you can check out the link in the description and order them yourself, as well as check out the YouTubers pins that I did feature. I will have a link to their channels in the description also. Thank you for watching, trainers. My Venusaur is getting a little feisty back there, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.